Hello, EFTi membership. We just want to welcome you to the very first ever behind the scenes with the Training and Accreditation Committee. So I'm going to start by introducing ourselves today. So my name is Monica Owen, and I'm the chair of the Training Accreditation Committee. And I'm joined by Betty Moore Hafner, and she is the accreditation coordinator and the membership coordinator. And so today I'm going to hand it off to Betty to tell us, what are we going to do on our very first behind the scenes today? Betty, what are we going to talk about?
Thank you, Monica. I'm excited to be able to share with people today the process of upgrades.
Okay.
How students move to practitioner, that's primarily, and then there's some other upgrades further along in the system. But what I can tell you is before I was in these positions, when I was just doing my trainer role, I had so many misconceptions, misunderstandings. I just didn't know how the upgrade was working. And when I found out what a beautiful step-by-step process it is, I just think we all need to know. It's also true that it's going to go a lot more smoothly if people understand how it works.
Okay, that sounds excellent. So can you show me from a student perspective, what do they see when they go through this process?
Right. What I'd like to do is share my screen because I have some slides that really show what the student sees in their account. Okay, so this is the upgrades and exams page. And that's one of the choices everyone has under their members area once they've logged in. So whenever someone signs up and joins as a student, their upgrades and exams page looks like this. And at the bottom of the page, you see they can purchase the practitioner exam.
Okay.
This is really important. If they're wondering where to find their exam, just let them know upgrades and exams page. They will find it. They can pay, they can go ahead and take the exam. And for some people, they're going to have their students take it right away. And some people want them to, some trainers want them to wait until later in the process. It doesn't really matter. That's really up to the trainer, but it's accessible on the upgrades and exams page. So let's say the student goes ahead and takes their exam. And once they do, their upgrades and exams page is going to look like this.
Excellent.
So that screen could be on there for a while if they've taken the exam early in their certification process, because then they might be spending months with you as a trainer going through everything they need to do for certification. But at some point, they finish their certification and you're satisfied as the trainer that they have met all the criteria. And so that's what this box is about. The trainer will fill out the recommendation form. And that,
okay, so as a trainer, where do I find, what if I don't know? Where do I find the form, Betty?
Yeah, let me bring that up. So this is our home screen. I'm logged in, and over here where it says my account and library under members area, that is where you would find the recommendation forms. They're actually in the library part, and that looks like this. So at this time, this is a sidebar. You would see your own account on pretty much on the left, and then the sidebar on the right. If you're on a phone or tablet, it would actually drop to the bottom. So you would have to scroll down through your account, and then at the bottom, you would find this. Now, just to be clear, the recommendation forms, I have an arrow that shows where they are. If you're in the student's account, they aren't going to see this. These are only for trainers that see the recommendation forms.
Great. Thank you.
Okay, so let's say that you have submitted a form for one of your students.
Great.
And so the trainer submitted the form. It is pending review. And the student will be notified by email on approval. So this is where the membership coordinator steps in. This is the first time the membership coordinator has to do something. And when that form comes in, it's received. And as membership coordinator, the first thing I do is check and see, does this student have an up-to-date student membership?
Okay.
Critical and crucial because I can't approve the form if they don't.
Oh, wow. That's a great point, Betty. We didn't even know that. Really good.
Yeah, the form comes in, but then I check. And if they don't have a valid membership, I contact the student. I may contact the trainer depending on what's needed. So I have a slide here just to say this is what stalls things. The first place things can stall is right here. If their student membership has expired, they must renew before they can receive their practitioner upgrade, even if it's only been recently expired. So I would say that what trainers can do is, before submitting that recommendation form, please ask your student if their student membership is up to date. If they don't know, they can just log in and they can check to see, and then they can renew right on the website without penalty. And so I'm going to go ahead and say that I really think this would be good for trainers to do during the process, especially if you're getting close to a year, that the student really needs to take a look. When are they due for renewal? If they're not going to have everything totally done well before that renewal date, they probably should renew.
Okay. And so Betty, they get there, they get to ready to the renew. So what is the renewal process that they have to go through as a student?
Okay. What I can say about that is that within 30 days before their renewal is due, they are going to start receiving reminders. And then they go to their renew page, they renew. But what if they don't make it in that 30 days up to renewal and they go over and they're now expired? They're just going to find this when they log in. At the top, it says expired membership, but that's actually a live button.
Okay. What did it say before? What was underneath there before?
If they were not expired, it would say renew. It was a renew button and they would go to renew. That would work. But if they've gone past their due date, there's no penalty. It just says expired membership, but they click on it and the page they go to is going to look like this.
Oh.
And I took an example here. This person's membership, they're 133 days. They've been expired for a while, but they're a student. They're a student, so they can renew without penalty. We have recently made it possible for them to renew on the website easily, so they can just renew on this page.
That's great.
Yeah, so it works out. Okay, so let's say they had a valid student membership or they renewed, and I'm able to, as membership coordinator, I'm able to approve that form. The next thing that happens is automatically, like that, this email notification goes to the student. And it tells them, go to your upgrade page.
Yes, the instructions are all there in that email.
It's right there. And they have to go to their upgrade page and finalize. Unless you finalize the upgrade, you remain at your current level. So let's look at the upgrade page. This is what they're going to, if they do respond to that request, they will find this.
Okay. And so can't you, as either the membership coordinator or accreditation coordinator, can't you just finish the upgrade process for them?
Oh, I wish I could sometimes, because a lot of people want, they kind of think, why am I not upgraded? What's going on? The student has to be the one who agrees to our policies. And the student has to be the one who pays the practitioner membership. We simply can't do that from the EFTi International side. So I made a slide here just to really make sure everyone understands this. This is so important.
It is.
This is what stalls things. If the student does not go to that upgrade page, then they don't agree to policies, they don't pay, etc., and nothing can happen. It's stuck. And I just have to say, at least 1 in 10 don't seem to do this. And during my tenure here as membership coordinator, I always have a little list of 5, 6, 7 people that I'm sort of keeping up with. I'm sending emails every week or two. Please upgrade. I send through their trainer. So, I just want to be able to give them that upgrade, but I can't do it until they do their part. Without this crucial final step, they remain at student status and never achieve their hard-earned credential.
Oh, and Betty, that's such a great point, because they did work really hard as a student to become certified, and we really want them to be accredited. We do.
Absolutely. So I have here what trainers could do. That would be tell them what to expect so they know to return to their upgrades page. If the trainer says, you finished certification, I'm going to get your recommendation in, then you will go to your upgrades page. And I personally, I usually have it ready for them within about 24 hours. And I can tell you that someone else eventually will be in this job. I'm going to really make it clear that I think this is one of the most important things we do in membership. It's an exciting thing when I see a recommendation form come in.
Yeah.
Forward to being able to congratulate them and make sure they get their certificate and so forth, but they have got to do their part.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go back to that upgrade page that I've already shown and scroll down and also pretend I'm a student and click all the boxes. And once they're clicked, and they should read, by the way, these are live links at the bottom. They should read everything. But if they do agree, a red button pops up. It doesn't pop up until they make those agreements with tick the boxes. And then they click the red button. The payment button comes up. And this is PayPal. It says PayPal checkout. I just want to make the point that PayPal is our processing system for credit cards and debit cards, etc. And so you can click the PayPal button and choose to pay with a debit or credit card. The student or whoever pays does not have to have a PayPal account. They don't have to have money in a PayPal account. A lot of people say, I don't want to use PayPal. You're not actually using PayPal yourself. We're using it to process your card. That's all it is.
Yeah, thank you.
You're welcome. The minute they get that done, here we go. Success.
Yes.
Automatically upgraded on the website. At the top of their profile, it will say welcome accredited practitioner or accredited advanced practitioner, depending. They can upload their picture, fill out their details, be automatically listed in the directory. And I just want to say there's a section in the profile to be listed in the directory. You fill out a few things and then your listing goes up. And they will receive their beautiful accreditation certificate from EFTi International.
Yes, and I'm a Tapper has just finished her certification.
Yes, Ima was very good.
That's great.
All righty, so
That's great. Yeah, so thank you so much, Betty, because I just don't think that as trainers, we really I didn't have any idea what the process was. So that made it very clear, not only from a student perspective, what the students can expect, but also as a trainer, how I can help my mentees going through certification and the students and how I can really encourage them and take an active part in this process.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah, it helps so much when we understand, and I've really enjoyed understanding this. I'm also impressed with the way it's so beautifully done technologically on the website so that everything just unfolds. And I think that it'll be a lot smoother for everyone if we all understand how that works.
I agree. And so on behalf of the Training and Accreditation Committee, we want to thank you for attending our very first behind the scenes. Bye for now.
Bye-bye. Take good care.